our illustrious president, Steve Paxton, will be speaking to us on his 10th speech, completing his manual. We're now going to be regaled by his topic. Welcome.
One of the most prolific inventors of all time is Thomas Edison. Edison holds more than 1,000 separate patents for devices such as the phonograph, which is a sort of sound recording and playback device, the kinetoscope, a pre-runner to the modern motion picture, and also, most famously, the modern electric light bulb. These devices have had such a major impact on our modern society that Edison is considered to be the greatest inventor of all time. Another person who can be considered one of the greatest is Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan, well, at least before he started selling underwear, is considered to be the greatest basketball player who has ever played the game. He was instrumental in helping the Chicago Bulls win 6 NBA championship titles. He was voted the NBA's most valuable player 5 times. Jordan also holds the record for most seasons leading the league in scoring, 10 years to be precise. And finally, our last example, Winston Churchill, otherwise known as the voice of Britain. Churchill led the British Empire in its stand against the Third Reich when all other forces had fallen. With wave after wave of Luftwaffe bombers pummeling the British countryside, Churchill managed to capture the nation's attention, mobilize the men to action, and later he led to victory over the Nazis. An inventor, a basketball player, and a political leader. I know this sounds like the beginning of a bad joke, but stick with me. I do have a point, I swear. Edison, Jordan, and Churchill. These men are all leaders in their respective fields, some of the most awe-inspiring people who have ever lived. That we can hear their stories and be inspired by their accomplishments is truly wonderful. But what's even more wonderful is the fact that we can learn from these icons and take the lessons that we glean from their lives and apply them to our lives to enhance them in the lives of those around us. But what exactly are the lessons that we should learn from these individuals? What do they all have in common? What is the key to their success? To answer these questions, let's listen to what each of them had to say about their own success. When he was working to invent an economical and long-lasting light bulb, Edison went through thousands of different materials before he finally settled on the one that he would later patent. When he was asked about his many, many failures in finding the right material, he had this to say: "I haven't failed. I've simply found 10,000 ways that won't work." When he was asked about his success, Michael Jordan had this to say: "I've missed more than 9,000 shots. 9,000. I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot 26 times, and I've missed. I've failed over and over and over again, and that is why I succeed." Churchill put it even more succinctly when he said, "Success consists of going from failure to failure without a loss of enthusiasm." The reason these 3 men all succeeded can be summed up in one word: failure. Failure is the reason why Edison, Jordan, and Churchill succeeded. These men viewed their failures as necessary and integral pieces of their success. Why then, in our modern society, do we have such a negative conceptualization of failure? Why is it that whenever we try out something new, such as a new sport, new hobby, a new business, even going on a new diet, that we're expected to be perfect at it the very first time that we try it? What happens when we try one of these endeavors, only to fail miserably at it? What do the people around us say when they find out about our failures? Something like, stick to what you know. It wasn't meant to be. Don't quit your day job. My personal favorite right there. Stick to what you know. Wasn't meant to be. Don't quit your day job. These are the cries of the mediocre. It is exactly this type of behavior which only adds a layer of complexity onto an already challenging and difficult endeavor. Somehow this behavior got ingrained into our society. And it's something that we must tackle on our road to success. How then do we deal with this negative attitude? How do we quiet the naysayers? To be perfectly honest, there is no need to. What someone has to say about your dreams, your goals, and your ability to achieve them is completely irrelevant. It matters not 1 cent. Whatever you seek out to attain in life, there's going to be people who are pushing back against you. It's going to be one of those things that's going to be addressed on your journey to success over and over again. Something that the sooner you accept it, the sooner you're going to be taking action to achieve your goals. Whatever those goals may be, whether those goals may be to become a star on the stage and screen, I would suggest that you go out and you audition for a role, even if you feel like your friends or family are not supporting you. And when that role doesn't come to you, go try out for another role, or 2 or 3 more, or even maybe 200 or 300 more. If your goals and dreams entail joining the Peace Corps and going and volunteering across the world to make the world a better place, I'd say go out and do that. Good luck to you. If your goal is simply to raise a family and provide a nice place for them to call home, more power to you. As Goethe said, I believe I can pronounce that fairly decently for all you people who speak German. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. And while you're on your road to success, remember, things are not always going to go your way. There's going to be trying times, hardships, you'll have setbacks, and maybe even some small victories here and there. There will be success on the road, as well as failure. Expect no less from life. But while you're in the midst of failure, smile and be grateful. And remember that you are also in the company of greatness.